Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now we are going to discuss about few problems on equations of motion. In that first we are going to discuss about what are the equations of motion. We know that first one is v equals to u plus at, second one is s equals to ut plus half at square, third one is v square minus u square equals to 2as, fourth one is sn equals to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. So based on these four equations of motion, we are going to discuss few problems on that. Suppose one bullet is fired from the gun. It is passing through one plank. Should consider this is passing through the one plank. After passing through the one plank, it is losing some velocity. Suppose it is losing 1 by nth of its initial velocity. How many planks are required to stop the bullet? Here the problem is, we are taking one bullet. This bullet is, while passing through the plank, it is losing 1 by nth of its initial velocity. Suppose we should consider this bullet velocity is u. After passing through this, it is losing how much velocity? U by n of velocity. Now the question is, how many planks are required to stop this bullet? How many planks are required to stop this bullet? Suppose we should consider each plank, the thickness is x. We are using m number of planks. So the total thickness is m into x. So we are using which equation of motion to solve this one? We can go to the third equation of motion. V square minus u square equals to 2as. So after passing through the first plank, it is losing 1 by nth of its initial velocity. So here what we are taking the distance is, see here initial velocity is u minus, final velocity is u minus u by n whole square minus initial velocity is u square equals to, it is decreasing its velocity means we can take deceleration, 2 into, here acceleration is a and displacement is x. We can take, this is equation number 1. But now we require how many planks to stop this one? M planks are required. So we can go through the once again this equation. After passing m number of planks, its velocity becomes to 0. Here we are taking 0 square minus u square equals to minus 2a into, instead of distance, total distance is mx. This is equation number 2. Now we will do the ratio of these two. After simplification, what we are getting here? Here u minus u by n whole square. U square we can take common. 1 minus 1 by n whole square minus 1. Denominator also minus u square is there. Equals to, here minus minus cancel, we are getting only 1 by m. So after simplification, this u square cancel, 1 minus 1 plus 1 by n square minus 2 by n minus 1. When we are sending, that is minus is here, minus 1 by n. So here minus 1 plus 1 cancel. After simplification, m equals to n square by 2n minus 1. M equals to n square by 2n minus 1. So easily with the help of this, how much velocity it is losing from the first plank and how many planks we require, we should find out. We do one problem based on this, example on this. Look here. See, this is the first plank. The distance is x. If the bullet is traveling through this one, it is losing 1 by 20th of initial velocity. Then how many planks are required to stop the bullet? We should find out the m. Now we can use directly this expression. M equals to n square by 2n minus 1. Here n is how much velocity it is losing? 20th. So here n equals to 20. So m equals to n square, 20 into 20 by, this is 39. After simplification, 400 by 39. So 10 point something, 10.8 means How many number of planks are required to stop the bullet? We require the 11 planks to stop the bullet. So based on this, easily we can solve this type of problems. If it is losing 1 by nth of its initial velocity, instead of n we should take that. Suppose it is losing 1 by 20th, means we can take 20. If it is losing 1 by 10th, means we can take 10. If it is losing 1 by 8th of its initial velocity, we can use this one. So like that we should find out the how many planks are required to stop the bullet. Like that we should go for another problem also. Look, suppose the body starts at A with initial velocity u and it reached to the B. Here velocity is v. In between, what is the velocity? And all these problems belongs to uniform acceleration. Look, how to find out this one. You can consider one more point here. Here the distance, half of the distance means we can take it, this is s by 2 and this is s by 2, and we can go for first condition. This is the first condition and this is the second condition. In first condition, what is final velocity? V dash square minus u square equals to 2 into a into s by 2. Like the second step, second one, we can go through the v square minus v dash square equals to 2a s by 2. Here also we are taking the ratio, these two are cancelled. We can get it v dash square minus u square equals to v square minus v dash square. After simplification, v dash equals to under root v square plus u square by 2. We can use this formula and find out the middle velocity. Based on that formula, we do one problem here. Suppose we are starting at point A. The velocity is 4 meters per second, and at B the velocity is 8 meters per second. The problem is we are starting at initial point A, velocity is 4 meters per second. After traveling that velocity some distance, that velocity is 8 meters per second. Here the question is at midpoint, what is the velocity means? Direct we can go through this one. Suppose this is the midpoint v dash, and you know the one formula for finding the midpoint velocity. V dash equals to under root u square, 4 square plus 8 square by 2. After simplification, 16 plus 64 by 2. So v dash equals to under root 80 by 2 means you are getting under root 40 meters per second. Then we are doing one more problem. Suppose Sn equals to 0.2 plus 8n. Find acceleration. Find acceleration. Find acceleration. How to find out the acceleration? We know one fourth equation of motion, Sn equals to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. After simplification, u plus this is an minus a by 2. You can consider this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2 from equations 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2. What you are getting acceleration in this case? See, here Sn, this u minus a by 2 value is 0.2. Beside of the n, acceleration is here, and here beside of the n, 8 is there. So you are getting an equals to 8n. This n cancel. A equals to 8 meter per second square. Like that we should find out the acceleration. Then two more applications we are discussing. Suppose if the body is, look, if the body is started from initial velocity is 0, it covers the distance s1 in t seconds, and next thing also it covers the distance in s2. Like that, Sn also it takes the time is t. Find the ratio of distances travelled in this case. So direct we can use this formula, S equals to half at square we are taking, because second equation of motion, here initial velocity is 0. That too, this is uniform acceleration. So distance is displacement is directly proportional to t square. Distance is directly proportional to t square. Suppose we want to find out the ratio of here. So S1 is, S2 is, S3 is how much? T square. Then second thing, t plus t, 2t square, 4t square. Then third one, 3 times of the t means 9t square. So the ratio is S1 is, S2 is, S3 is 1 is to 4 is to 9. So like that we can find out the ratio in first second. S1 for t seconds, 2t seconds and 3t seconds, like that we should find out the ratio. Like that one more application. See, same case, the thing is initial velocity is 0. Here it takes the time t in S1 distance it covers in t seconds. Like that S2 is t seconds, like that Sn. How much distance it is traveling in the first second? How much distance traveled in the second? How much distance traveled in the third second? Like that, how much distance it traveled in the nth second? Already you know, if it is initial velocity is 0, here Sn is proportional to for uniform acceleration 2n minus 1. 2n minus 1. In first second, how much distance it traveled? Instead of n, we are writing 1. 2 into 1 minus 1 means you are getting S1 equals to 1. Like that S2. Second, how much distance it is traveled means 4 minus 1, 3. Like that S3 is equals to 6 minus 1, 5 here. So the ratio is S1 is, S2 is, S3 is, in this case 1 is to 3 is to 5. I think you got the difference between these two. This is the how much distance traveled in first S1 t seconds, in 2t seconds, like that 3t seconds we are taking. But it is in the first particular time, first second how much distance it is traveled. Second how much distance it travels. Third one, like that nth second how much distance traveled. We can use this formula, find out the ratio. We should find out here distance is directly proportional to time square. But in this case nth distance is directly proportional to 2n minus 1. Instead of n, we can take particular time. How much? Suppose you require 10 units. Instead of n, we can substitute the 10 units. Suppose we want to find out in 6th second. So we should find out instead of n, we can substitute the 6 seconds. Here we should find out the acceleration. Look at this problem. If v square equals to 108 minus 9x square. Here the body is going with uniform acceleration. And we can find out the acceleration in this case, how it is possible. Look at both sides. See, the given data is v square equals to 108 minus 9x square. Both the sides we can take the differentiation. V square equals to 108 minus 9x square. Do the differentiation with respect to time. So d by dt of v square equals to d by dt of 108 minus 9 into d by dt of x square. D by dt of v square formula is 2v into dv by dt equals to, constant is 0, differentiation of constant, minus 9 into, this is 2x into dx by dt. So after simplification, this is 2v. Rate of change of velocity is giving the acceleration. This is 9 into 2 minus 18x. Instead of rate of change of displacement, we should write it the velocity. This v cancel, 2 9. Then acceleration equals to minus 9x meter per second square. Minus 9x meter per second square. Here both the sides we are doing the differentiation. But you should remember that rate of change of velocity is the acceleration. Rate of change of displacement is the velocity. This differentiation of v square formula is 2v into dv by dt. differentiation of x square formula is 2x into dx by dt. But always differentiation of any constant, its value is 0. Then second problem also, if the train is moving with how much velocity? 36 kmph, and it covers the 100 meters in 14 seconds. Find the length of the train. Here also they mentioned that it is moving with uniform acceleration. General formula we can take it. They have given, we should consider train length equals to, we don't know that, that's why we should take it, this is x. So, and velocity they have given 36 kmph, but they have given this is in meters and this is in seconds, so we must convert the velocity into meters per second. Here velocity we can take it 36 into 5 by 18. This is 10 meters per second. Then displacement, general formula for displacement or distance is velocity into time. Velocity into time. Here we should consider both how much distance it covers, 100 meters, along with that train length is x. So x plus 100, instead of distance x plus 100 equals to velocity is the 10 and time is how many seconds? 14 seconds. So x equals to 140 minus 100. Length of the train is 40 meters. Length of the train is 40 meters. And one more problem we discuss here. Here one particle is there. It starts from the origin at x equals to 0, at t equals to 0 seconds. We should find out the displacement of the particle varies with time. So the given data is v equals to alpha under root x. Alpha under root x. We should find out the relation between distance and displacement and time here. Instead of v, we are writing rate of change of displacement, dx by dt. Differentiation of displacement is giving the velocity alpha under root x. We do the cross multiplication, dxy under root x, I am writing x to the power of 1 by 2 into alpha dt. Then we should take both the sides integration. Integration of, when it goes x to the power of minus 1 by 2 into dx. Then alpha into integration of dt. After simplification, this is x power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is the 1 by 2 is equals to alpha into t. Alpha into t. But they are asking relation between displacement and time. This is the constant only. So x to the power of 1 by 2 is directly proportional to t. Otherwise x is directly proportional to t square. Thank you everyone.